Hi, everybody. It's Mike from Here, the Watchman. And, I got to apologize. The HD camera that I have is, for some reason, just decided not to work. But here on the Watchman's Report today, I have intentionally, for the past couple of days, stayed away from all this YouTube shooting at the headquarters and all the flack going back and forth. But today I want to talk about it because it still continues on the internet. And what I want to say is quit blaming YouTube and Facebook. Seriously, folks. I mean, if you think about it, they are just platforms. Do they have the right to censor? That's totally up to debate. But they are private companies. They are one company actually, and they are privately held. When we do conferences, we reserve the right to provide service to anyone. You come in and start bashing one of our speakers, and you're going to be asked to leave. But what's more important is the overall phenomena that's going on today. If you think about it, it's the complete moral disintegration of our country and especially our youth. Let's take a look at the shooter at the YouTube headquarters. A self avowed vegan, 40 years old, who still lived with her grandparents, I guess, down in San Diego area, drove all the way up to the YouTube headquarters because she was upset because they were taking down her videos and demonetized her YouTube channel. So what does she do? She goes and gets a gun and goes shoots people? Now, first of all, she called anybody who would eat meat a murderer. But it's okay to go up there and shoot people because they don't agree with what you're saying or what you're posting? Whatever happened to going up with a protest sign or something like that? The same thing holds true with all the recent mass shootings. And we're not going to get into the debate of whether they're false flags or not false flags. The point is that for some reason, we, meaning me, and especially some of the people older than I am, have raised a generation of children who seem to think it's okay to take a gun to solve their differences. And that's just wrong. What we need to do is get back to the basics. In the 50s, there weren't any mass shootings, really. I mean, sure there were. There was a book thing, and I think that was in the 60s in Texas. And, there were isolated incidents, but it wasn't every week like it is now. So how do we change that? We don't blame YouTube and Facebook. We get busy trying to teach the moral standards that are contained within the Bible. It's really that simple. I mean, people really don't even have to read the whole Bible. They can just live their life by the Ten Commandments, and it'll put an end to all of this. So as you're watching this today, I want you to think, like, what am I doing? Am I posting on Facebook about how, YouTube's awful because they censor everything? Oh, Facebook's awful. Well, you're still on YouTube and you're still on Facebook. Now, if you don't like a channel that someone has on, don't watch it. If you don't like what people post on Facebook, don't go on Facebook. But the bottom line is, how about we all start working together to bring back the basics of morality in this country? Bring it back so that these kids don't go out and do these things. Or they're not all kids. Look at the Vegas shooting, which could be, I'm not even going to get into that. But look at what has happened, the breakdown of morality in this country, and where do we go to get that morality back? We go to the teachings in the Bible. That's where we go. Now, I am a Christian YouTuber. We put on Christian conferences, my wife and I, all across the country. We're conservative Christians. So what? If you don't like what we have to say, don't listen to us. It's not that big of a deal. But don't attack us, and don't attack the platforms if you're a YouTuber. Don't go on the attack on all that. Get your message out there. The message is the love of Jesus. Nobody's going to censor you for talking about the love of Jesus. They're going to censor you when you start putting other things in there that aren't contained in the Bible. That's when you're going to get in trouble out there. You really are. But again, YouTube is a platform. Facebook is a platform. That's all they are. Prayer goes all the way through all that. So what if we were to just pray for a more moral America? What if we tried doing something like that? I mean, listen, if you're an atheist out there watching this, we're not going to get into a debate because I'm not going to change the way you believe, most likely, and you certainly aren't going to change the way I believe. But what would be the harm of just saying a prayer that we just ask the Lord to put his arms around us and to straighten us out? Repent for the things that we've done and quit trying to determine a difference between one person and others using lethal force. That wasn't the intention of anything. And you look at like the whole gun control thing that's going on right now. I'm a staunch believer in the right to bear arms. But you notice that you're not seeing out there right now people saying, well, the conservatives saying, well, what we should do is we should ban any vegan from having a gun. You don't see that. But the liberals will just say we need to ban all guns. Now, it's up to you to make an individual difference. It's up to you to speak your mind, and it's up to you to let people know that morality is the most important thing. Not whether YouTube censors it, not whether Facebook shared your information or whatever. Look, it's the digital age. So if you're on these platforms, you're at risk. But if it's a risk that you're willing to take, then own up to it. Don't blame it on everybody else. So that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. I mean, I look forward to my show tomorrow. Hopefully I can get my camera working. We're going to have Carl Teacherib come on, and he's going to talk about some incredible, incredible stuff. You don't want to miss that show. And as always, don't forget, we will be in Long Island, New York, August 9th through the 11th for another Hear the Watchman conference. Go to www.hearthewatchman.com. The theme of that conference is lifting the veil. Very important biblical topic. You need to go to the website, see the speakers that are going to be there. We're going to be announcing a couple of special guests, but right now the speakers are up. Avail yourself of that, especially if you're on the East Coast, because you need to activate your faith. You don't need to just come to conferences and get your mind filled up. You need to activate your faith with the information that you receive and go back to your individual town and make a difference for Jesus. So until next time we see you here on the Watchman's Report, God bless each and every one of you. And remember, there's nothing you can't do with Jesus in your heart except nothing at all. Get busy. Be blessed. We'll see you next time here on the Watchman's Report.